Thank you so much for being here today. We have come across the globe to meet each other here today at this moment. No matter whether you are an international student who want to make more friends, or you are a recent graduate who are looking for job, networking, personal development opportunities. You may be a newcomer who just relocated to Cleveland and are looking for local involvements. Or maybe you are born here, grew up here, you just want to find an opportunity to give it back. If you are interested in the international community and the city's immigrant culture, this is the place for you to be. So thank you so much for being here. We, Friends of Global Cleveland here, our mission is to connect, welcome, and engage international young professionals in the greater Cleveland area. We provide volunteering opportunities, networking, personal development, job training, whatever you need to make Cleveland home. We are here to help you. Today is our kickoff date, and thank you so much for everybody here. We are kicking off. The Friends of Global Cleveland is officially launched, so thank you so much. So now, please allow me to introduce the member of the executive board. These are the people who have been working so hard to put everything together. So Rania, Alex, Olivia, Oma, and Monica, please come up to the stage and introduce yourself. Please. So by the introduction, my name is Yulu Li. I'm the president of Friends of Global Cleveland.
I am Monica. I am VP of Marketing, originally from Mexico.
Hi, I'm Omar. I'm Vice President of Social Media. I'm from Jordan. Quick thing, it's going to be a little longer. I have a table set up with soap that has been prepared from scratch by adults with disabilities. I work in an organization. We provide services for adults that have disabilities. So if you want to help us at Friends of Global Cleveland, the bars of soap are $7. 20% is going to go to Friends of Global Cleveland. The rest is going to go to these adults. So thank you for coming.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm originally from Central Ohio, and I'm the Vice President of Finance.
My name's Alex Lackey. I'm from the Cleveland area, and I help with getting people to come out to events.
Okay, I'm Rania Abadi. I'm from Greece, and I'm the VP of Communication for Friends of Global Cleveland. Nice meeting you all.
Y'all better dance.
Yeah, and I come from China. So as you can see, we have people from everywhere in the world. So we know you, we understand you, we want to help you, and so please consider it become part of the friend. We are your friends, and we hope you can become one of our friends. And also, we want to send a special thank you to all the staff, volunteer, and interns of Global Cleveland. Without their help, we cannot be here as a group today. So Joe Simperman, as the president of Global Cleveland, do you mind to give us a few words?
Thank you. Hey, let's give our incredible Friends of Global Cleveland a big round of applause. Don't go anywhere, you guys. I just want to take a quick second, and I want to say to each and every one of you, welcome. We are so thrilled to be here today at this place, this Ukrainian Museum and Archives. In a minute, I'm going to ask Andy Fedinsky, who's our host tonight, to talk a little bit about why that's so important that we're here tonight. And even though we may not be from Ukraine, there is no greater example of what happens when people come to Cleveland and make this their home, their business, their city, and welcome other people. What I would like to do, and please forgive me, is ask our board president, chairman, Mr. David Fleshler, who's the vice provost from Case Western Reserve University, who works with international affairs, to come up here and say a few words. David's been a supporter of Global Cleveland and Friends of Global Cleveland from the beginning. Chairman Fleshler.
Thank you, President. Mr. President. Thanks, everybody. It's so terrific to see you here. You know, as I was coming over here, I was thinking the name of the group that we're coming to is Friends of Global Cleveland. You're not the Friends of Global Cleveland. You are Global Cleveland. This is Global Cleveland. You know, how many of you have read this book called The Warmth of Other Suns by Isabel Wilkerson? So not too many. So I can actually tell this story because I heard her speak and she tells it. So this is a book about black migration from the South, from about the 1915 or so until 1971. That's the migration up to the north. And she tells this story. Can you imagine the time that you stood, your father, your mother was staying back, but you, the young person, was going on to the north. That was what was going on in Black America, in Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana, coming up to the north. But that wasn't a story just about Black America. That was a story of every one of us. My grandfather came from Moldova. He had to stand on the railroad, looking at his mother and father, saying goodbye. And I know for all of us who are here, we've all gone through some of those experiences. And so today, we can not just be a son, a daughter, with our family potentially somewhere else. We're a family here in Cleveland. And so this is what this represents today. I can't thank you enough for being here. I represent the board, but you all, together with us, really represent Global Cleveland. So thank you.
I just want to do a quick shout out. I want to thank Councilman Kerry McCormick, the councilman for Ward 3, for being here. Really appreciate his support of our International Community Councilman. We're so grateful to you. And Alex didn't say this, but Alex works with our mayor, Mayor Frank Jackson, and Chief Valerie McCall, and we're so thrilled of that. I'm just going to say one sentence. There is no place in the world that exists that has as much Ukrainian art, artifacts, and literature outside of Ukraine, and it's because of our next speaker and our sponsor. He is going to present something very quickly. I want to thank our staff who's here, Jasmine Long, Courtney Otrix, Wenju Sun, Jessica Whale, Amaka, Bob Smith. I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Michael Itu, Hannah Feldman is here, as well as Abby White. Who else did I miss from Global Cleveland so I don't get in trouble tomorrow at the office? Did I miss anybody? Who?
Lauren.
And of course, how could I forget? So thank you all very much for all being here. Andy Fedinsky, our host.
Thank you. We go back a long way. So let me start this formally. Welcome, fellow Clevelanders. Welcome, fellow Americans. Welcome, fellow immigrants or descendants of immigrants. I mean, I think I picked up everybody with that. I was born in a refugee camp in Austria right after World War II, and my parents came to Cleveland after a lot of different adventures, and were welcomed by an already existing Ukrainian American community that was located here in this neighborhood. And you know, there's a saying, if you don't know where you've been, you can't tell where you're going. And I think it's Cleveland's enormous strength that we were built by immigrants, people who worked hard, people who were entrepreneurs, who knew how to assemble capital, or who were able to put people to work in the steel mills and so on. And as I said, my parents came here. They were in their 30s. They didn't speak English, and they ended up sending 3 boys to college. And I don't think there's anyone here who's either not going to college or is already here at Case Western Reserve, Cleveland State, and the wonderful, wonderful resources that we have here, educational, cultural, and you're the ones, the entrepreneurs among you and the hardworking people who are going to build the next generation of Cleveland. And I'm going to end with a little poignant story. I played in this neighborhood in Lincoln Park and became friends with different ethnic groups, whether they were Polish or Slovak or Appalachian whites from West Virginia, African Americans. We played basketball at the Lincoln bathhouses. And my buddies and I, we play football in Lincoln Park, right across the street from this building. 40 years later, I'm here on a Sunday, and I'm watching Korean kids, teenagers, from St. Andrew Kim Korean Catholic Church, which used to be a Polish Catholic church that moved to the suburbs. And so the Koreans bought the church, and these young teenage boys were playing touch football. And they were using the same 2 trees as touchdowns that we did when we were kids. The difference was that when I was a kid, the trees were 3 inches in diameter. Now they're like 2 feet in diameter. But it repeats itself. And so the welcome is to you and the vision that you bring, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't have a vision. And so I want to thank Global Cleveland for organizing this, for their vision, and just I guess the only thing I can end with is on a positive note is go Tribe.
So everybody should have one-page program. On the program, you will find a bingo, which comes from, well, it's randomly with different countries all over the world. So we encourage you to talk to people, find your friends, and make friends. Please find a person come from that country and ask him or her to sign their name on the paper. The first one, when completed bingo, will win the prize. And you will also see an Intercle hashtag. Intercle represents the International Cleveland. That's the goal for us to being here today, make Cleveland international. And also for the following events, you will see we have a common ground in the end of July. That's an event co-hosted by Global Cleveland and Cleveland Foundation. The last signature event we are going to host is going to be September 9th, Intercle. It will be an international students and newcomers big welcome reception to welcome every newcomer come from different parts of the world to Cleveland. So please stay tuned and pay attention. You will find this name tags. It's everybody who are part of Global Cleveland and Friends of Global Cleveland. If you're interested to become one of us, please ask and approach us. We would be happy to share any information. And with that being said, the party starts! Yeah!
Well, Nikki, of course. Well, no. I'm sorry, August 13th, I'm on start. I have to be at my other apartment.
And then, like, he's not. He's Spanish. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So those I run it.